Hello there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for February 2023. Thanks for stopping by today and checking out this video. Before you go, click on that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. All right, Spirit, tell me about Sagittarius for the month of February 2023. What's going to happen for Sag in February, Spirit? Okay, we had a couple cards drop, so that's what we'll take. First one, be patient. Ooh, Sagittarius. A little antsy. You're trying and get something to happen, to change, and it's just not happening as fast or the way you want to. Spirit says, be patient. It's coming. You just have to hold on a little bit longer. I think it feels like there's something that needs to be completed, or there's something that still needs to be done before we can get into the next phase or move on to the next part that you're waiting for. And I feel like there's a frustration, like, okay, why isn't it happening yet? There's something you've overlooked, or there's something that seems to have more meaning than you gave it credit for. So you may have to like look at all the steps that you took and reevaluate the importance. Then we have the source of all. All right, so you are the source of all. You are the manifester. You are the one that is creating your reality. And your third eye is very active. And you can see the future. You can see what's going to be happening. You understand that it's almost like you had a path that's already been laid out before you, and you know certain things are supposed to happen, and that's why it's hard, because Spirit is saying be patient. There's something that's missing, something overlooked, something that needs to be said or done or felt or processed or accepted that will allow you to go to the next phase or the next step. And it's all within, and you're the source of all. So it's almost like maybe there's something that you're blaming somebody else for, or you're thinking it's the world, or society has done this, or somebody has made it difficult to feel this way or say this. I want to say whatever it is that's being overlooked or not seen or acknowledged or accepted is internal. It's within. You are the source of all the reasons for delays or going forward quickly, all the choices that you make and all the ways that you create your reality, and all the stops and goes and ups and downs and weird twists and turns in life. You're the source of it all. And that's important, because what Spirit is, I'm feeling, saying is that there's something that you're blaming the outside world for, your outer world. Or it's more like you don't think you have control because of something else that's outside of you. That might be more accurate. All right, we had a card jump. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. Okay. This might require you to, I want to say this is kind of new territory. This isn't something that comes easily or naturally, or you have been made to believe to not follow your instincts, or you doubt or question. And I'm sure you've heard the term, usually your first answer, your first response is the correct one, even though something makes you doubt and makes you change your answer if somebody asks you a question, right? Or you think you understand something and all of a sudden, well, wait, maybe I haven't considered this. It's usually the first thing. That's your instinct. So your instincts might be clouded by your reasoning that something is out of your control. Somebody did something or said something, or society makes it hard to do this, or, it's like I said, there's something that you're considering is outer and out of your control, of your outer world that's happening. And that's really not the case. And I think instinctually you know that and may not want to accept it. What's the next card? High Priestess. Harness mystic power. Okay. This would be, yes, an internal strength, an internal spirituality or trust, or again, trust your instincts, your guidance. If you have spirit guides, animal guides, listening to them, paying attention to more of what's going on internally. This is all important and part of the process to get you through this, to get you to that stage, what you've been patiently waiting for and wondering why it's not here yet, whatever it is you're desiring or trying to manifest, or whatever your goals or desires are. You have the power. It's internally, and Spirit is asking you to harness that to get through this, to get beyond this obstacle or this one. It's like one last, you've come so far and you have this one last piece that is just befuddled you and you can't figure it out, and it's frustrating, and you don't see why it's so important, why you can't just like, okay, universe, look, there's just one thing, but why can't I have this? Some of that thinking might be going on for you. But there's whatever it is that you have to face, or maybe it's just a matter of acknowledging whatever this is that's in your way is more important, or it has an origin or intention that you're not aware of or don't want to be aware of and don't want to seek out, because it would lead back to internal, and you'll see how, oh, I am the cause of this, or my belief about this makes me see it this way, but really the reality is it's actually this way. So you have to change your internal belief. It's something internal. Clarify, please, Spirit, the month of February for Sagittarius. And I had a couple of cards fly out. All right. The first one here is the Nine of Swords under Be Patient. Okay. This makes sense. This is a card of anxiety, stress, having nightmares, not being able to sleep, insomnia, ideas always coming into your head, and you're, circling and circling and circling and not being able to get anywhere. So this is a representation of what's going on and part of the problem, why you're not going forward as expected or as you want to. You're circling and circling with these thoughts, and it's keeping you up at night, and it's causing you stress, and it's making it harder and harder to see whatever the situation is for what it really is, and seeing it in reality versus what you have to this point believed it to be. Under the source of all is the King of Cups. Okay. You are the King of Cups. You are the master of emotions, or you can be. You can lead with wisdom and strength and with a deep sense of appreciation and love and heartfelt gratitude, and you have an understanding, I think, that's beyond the average person, or maybe just beyond your age level. And you know it, and you are the source, and for whatever reason, you're not letting yourself tap into that greater knowledge, that higher self that knows all the things that you need to know. It has all the answers. The answers you're looking for are within, and there's no other way around that. You'll have to find a way to deal with that, and otherwise you're going to stay in that circle, right? In that loop, and it's going to frustrate you more and more and more. And maybe one of the ways to deal with that is it frustrates you so much, it finally just, and right, like almost like a spiritual scream, and you're just, I can't handle this anymore. And something shifts or something breaks inside your thinking, and you're like, oh, wait, I can look at it this way. That kind of thing. It could be that. It could be that dramatic, or it could be you finally realize, okay, I can't get anywhere. My mind is going, and maybe you start meditating, or maybe you go for a walk in nature. And so it changes what you're looking at, or, you know, so you can think something a little bit differently, and it helps you reconcile what this is so that you can go to that next stage where you know you're supposed to be. Under Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so it is hard. This to me is telling me, Spirit is saying it is hard for you to trust your instincts because you have so many things going on in your mind, right? All these swords, all these things keeping you up. And you have all these options. All these things are possibilities. And it's almost, with trusting your instincts, there's a fear. And there's almost like, it's like maybe you'll choose the wrong one. So there's anxiety about that. And there's a fear about, if I choose this, then will I miss out on this? Or if I choose something, is it the wrong choice? Or if I choose this, am I way out of line, and am I going to have to start all the way back? Like, all of these kinds of things can be going through your head, and it just makes it that much more difficult for you. And Spirit is acknowledging it. But you are the King of Cups, and you are the source of all. So it's interesting. We have the Be Patient and Nine of Swords on one side, and the Trust Your Instincts and Seven of Cups on the other side of that. You have, I would say, even you have the tip, or the, you know, like you have an angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other shoulder. So you have like multiple things telling you different things, right? Like if you go this way, blah, 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 blah. And maybe if you go this way, you know, oh, I can get something out of somebody, but maybe that's not a nice way of going about it. But then there's the higher, you know, taking the higher road to get to this, but oh, it's going to take so much longer, and I don't know if I want to go through all of that when I can just take this shortcut and hopefully nobody gets hurt. Like, I feel like there's just a lot of that. So it is hard for you to identify your instincts. It's hard for you to follow them. But you are the source of all, and you have this mystic power. Maybe that's part of the problem. It's, you have a power that is so great, and you're mixing that in with all of the different approaches or different choices or different thoughts going through your head. And it's so powerful. It's hard to just choose one, and it's hard to funnel your power in the direction that you want to go. Although you've been able to harness and move forward, like I said, there's just like one thing that's holding you back. And it's frustrating, and you don't know how to take your power and focus it on that and get the answers that you need. But it is all internal. There's something inside that needs to be looked at and accepted and maybe changed. Okay. Finally, we have the Magician under High Priestess. Yeah, see, you have the tools and the skills and the knowledge and the wisdom and the ability to take care of this and to move forward and to be what you want and to get the experiences that you want and get all the things and that you want and all your desires met and all of that. So I think February will be about wrestling with all of that and really trying to quiet your mind enough to get answers, and really learning how to be with yourself, maybe even learn how to change perspectives and forgive yourself for believing something that wasn't true, or having a skewed perception on a situation or a relationship or a job or whatever, a project. And so it's not easy, but it's definitely doable, and you can do it. And Spirit is understanding your position and still encouraging you and letting you know that you have everything you need to get through this and beyond. Okay, Fringe Dweller. See with eyes and heart wide open. Okay, yeah. That's part of being patient and going within and looking. Eyes and heart wide open with yourself and your beliefs and your ideas and what you think is right and wrong, or what's okay, what's not okay, all of those. Just look at all of that and see how it applies to this situation. So you can get past that last hurdle and get to the place where you know you're supposed to be. Okay, Sagittarius, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.